Definitely on the top 10 list of most romantic places we've ever stayed. Probably closer to the top 2.
We're Kara and Nate. After traveling to 100 countries, 2020 brought us back to the US, where we bought a converted Sprinter van to explore our own country. I think most people will agree that this has been a stressful year. For us, it's been filled with highs and lows, attempting to constantly adapt to an ever-changing travel landscape. Before diving into 2021 head first and hoping for the best, we're going on one more adventure.
All right, Kara's gone into the gas station, so I wanted to fill you in on the real plans for the weekend. She thinks we're going on a luxurious weekend retreat, which is partially true. We're going to stay at an incredible Treehouse in South Carolina, but what she doesn't know is that the next day I've made plans for us to go hang gliding, like getting pulled up into the air behind an airplane on a hang glider and then fly back down with no motor. I don't know if you're gonna be excited or terrified. I'm not gonna tell her until tomorrow morning so she can just enjoy our night at the Treehouse. Are you crying a little bit?
If you missed our last video, in an attempt to become our niece's favorite aunt and uncle, we took her to spend the night with the sharks at the aquarium in Gatlinburg.
It's a shark.
Right above our bed.
And Kara?
And now we are continuing 3 hours east to the middle of the woods in South Carolina just to stay at this awesome treehouse that Nate found online.
This is a great touch.
This place is so cool. And it's such a beautiful day. It's warm. I'm so excited. Look at this antique door. Oh my gosh. This place is a fairy tale. It's so beautiful. Nate, you did so good.
As far as living up to the dreamy pictures that we saw online, 10 out of 10 and maybe better in person.
I already love it here. But, oh gosh. I almost went over. I would have flown off the deck. What I was trying to say is we couldn't check in until 3 and the sun goes down between 4 and 5 these days, so we're gonna give a quick tour of the whole place before it gets dark. Before I fall off the deck. Okay, so the tour. Oh.
Going smoothly.
This is going great. I'm hot. Whew. Okay, let's start over. Take 2. All right, by far my favorite part of this treehouse is just how they've decorated it. It's very like luxurious antique, like super chic. Every little detail is so beautiful, from the first aid kit in the bathroom to the chandeliers that are around every corner of this property. One of the most visually stunning places we've ever been. I'm wanting to do this since we got here. Oh yeah, it's comfy. This is so soft. The view from laying down is this beautiful skylight. I also love the ceilings in here. And the view from the bed is just unbeatable. I think the most unique feature of this treehouse is this giant window wall. It's not just like a big glass window, it's individual antique windows pieced together perfectly. And you know when the glass is really old and you can see all the waves in it? That's how all the windows in this place are. We have a fireplace to keep us nice and cozy if it gets cold tonight. I don't know, it's beautiful right now. We have an indoor dining room table. Then this old chest, we have a bunch of old school board games. Maybe I'll beat Nate in Jenga again. What do you think? Woo! And on this side, we have our kitchen area where they have all sorts of things to cook a meal with. Another one of my favorite parts of this place is the coffee maker. We've used a lot of coffee pots in our days, and I've never seen one like this. There's a little coffee pot on this side, and it has a griddle and a toaster oven. This seems very like 70s, 80s vibe. And on the bedside table, we have an old record player, and they provided some records for us. Frank Sinatra, Rolling Stones. They have a Need to Breathe record. This is what I was hoping would be here. Okay, so obviously we were excited to stay here because It's amazing. But we were also really excited because Need to Breathe is one of our favorite bands of all time. Our first dance was to one of their songs. We've seen them live in concert a couple of times. And one of the members of this band built this treehouse with his dad. He also got married here. They had their honeymoon here. So for that reason, this is extra special to us. We're gonna play this on repeat. Yay. Okay, and another one of my favorite things, robes and slippers. These just like are meant to be worn in this place. And this is the indoor portion of the bathroom tour. We have an antique chandelier, regular toilet, hot running water, and all the cute little old antique jars like this Band-Aid. There's some aftershave, just the little details. Love it. So this is pretty much all I had seen from the pictures online, but the outside is actually just as impressive. Ignore all of our stuff.
Real quick, we want to say a big thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video, continuing to support our channel this year, and keeping our online data safe from South America to Asia and all around the US with the best VPN on the internet. If you don't know what a VPN is, it stands for Virtual Private Network, and it encrypts all the information sent between our computer and the internet so that no one can steal our personal data. So as we've been using Wi-Fi all around the world this year, and especially here in the US, we've been protected with Surfshark. But a VPN can be used for more than just security. 2020 has been a weird year, and some of us have found ourselves with extra time on our hands. So if you've run out of content, you can use your VPN to change the virtual location of your computer to unlock completely new content libraries. If you don't already have a VPN, we highly recommend Surfshark. We've been using it since the beginning of the year. We love it, and it's the only VPN on the internet to offer one account for unlimited devices. You can use the code Kara and Nate to take advantage of the best deal that we've been able to offer you all year, which is 84% off plus 4 extra months for free. Just click the link in the description below to get started.
So this swinging bridge leads to, let's call it the outdoor dining area.
Whoa, that was a lot bouncier than I thought it was gonna be.
It's a little scary. On this deck, we have this super cool outdoor table, and over here, a cooler with ice. This may not seem like that big of a deal, but when you've stayed in as many random Airbnbs as we have, the fact that they thought to fill this with ice was a great touch. We have an outdoor grill, a sink, and a real pizza oven. But we did not bring pizza supplies, so. And up this ladder, we have a sun deck, which we would probably use a lot more if it wasn't December. 2 more things.
That was loud. Shouldn't have done that.
And on the ground level of the treehouse, there is an outdoor bed. And of course, another chandelier. All right, last but definitely not least, just a short walk away from the treehouse. What looks like just a wooden box is actually the outdoor shower. How cool is this? We have soap, shampoo, hopefully very hot water. That's the only way I'm gonna take one. There's just something super fun about showering outside. However, it's a good thing we're in the middle of the woods because it's not super private.
That might be the creepiest thing we've ever done.
We're still gonna use it.
And that about wraps up the tour. I was wondering what you were doing back there. Definitely on the top 10 list of most romantic places we've ever stayed. Probably closer to the top 2.
Here at the Treehouse, they highly encourage disconnecting and just relaxing, which is why our phones will be going in the 5-star phone resort. Nate, good night. What are we gonna do?
So, this is our last video of the crazy year that is 2020. And at the end of every year, we like to set aside a little time, usually the better part of a day, to debrief the previous year, which should be interesting, and also set goals and plans for the upcoming year, which honestly feels a little pointless right now because it seems like every time we try to make a plan, the world is completely different like the following week. But We have our notepad. This is about the only time of year that we bring out physical paper and get out from behind our computers and our phones. We have a special bottle of wine that we've been saving from our favorite vineyard in Colorado. And I cannot think of a better place to do this. I look forward to this time every year. I love planning, I love setting goals, I love dreaming about the future. And to be in this place doing it, we're very lucky.
Now I'm gonna put a nice little song to this next segment, but if you really wanna feel like you're here with us, turn on Need to Breathe instead, because that's what we're gonna be listening to. I just don't wanna get demonetized.
All right. 2020. Probably the last thing I wrote in this was studying for my drum test. So the majority of stuff that was written in that notebook was written back in April when we were quarantined in a log cabin and we had no clue what we were gonna do with the rest of this year. And thinking back to the position that we were in then and how well 2020 has worked out, I'm feeling really grateful right now.
Me too. I'm so glad we have this to look back on. We were so confused. And at that time, we thought there was no way that this year would end well, but we've had a really good year. I don't think we've actually said this on camera yet, but purchasing the van was such a last minute decision. Like, it wasn't on our radar for a long time, and then we just did it. And I think it was the right decision. At one point, we were gonna bike across America, like bicycle, like no motor. We barely survived 3 weeks biking in Colorado. We were gonna do the whole country. Thinking back to what this year could have looked like if we had bought 2 bikes instead of the van. It's like the perfect sit outside with a blanket weather.
It rained all night last night, and getting to listen to the rain hitting the metal roof was the best thing ever. All right, a couple more things we have to do before we leave this place.
It's gonna get you all wet.
We have a new rule in this relationship, and that's never pass up the opportunity for an outdoor shower, even if it's December in Tennessee.
We're in South Carolina.
Even if it's December in South Carolina.
I'm scared.
All right. You know how I said I had a little surprise plan for us this morning?
Yeah.
I thought it would be good if I just showed you a picture of what we were doing so that you could mentally prepare yourself on the way.
Okay. Nate,
That's a tiny plane.
Oh, no.
That's towing us up in the hang glider behind the plane.
Oh.
And then when we get up to 1,500 feet, we disconnect from the plane and then we glide back down.
I don't want to.
You don't want to do it?
It's like my biggest fears. I hate small planes.
We jumped out of an airplane. You're not in the plane, you're under the hang glider.
It's even worse. What's worse than riding in a small plane?
But
dangling from one.
I thought like because we had jumped out of an airplane and because we've been paragliding before that this would be...
I marked those off my list. I don't want to do them again.
I don't think this is a fun surprise.
Do we have to?
I've already paid for it. We have a 3-hour drive to Chattanooga to get mentally prepared.
Oh gosh. I can't believe you.
Are you crying a little bit?
That is not what I thought you were gonna say.
You'll be glad you did it though, right?
I'm glad I can mentally prepare.
Hello, and thank you for calling Lookout Mountain Flag Park.
Just got canceled. Oh, what a bummer. It's a beautiful day here, but I guess not as beautiful in Chattanooga where we're supposed to be hang gliding. Are you trying to look sad for me?
I feel sad for you, but I can't say that.
All right, as you can see, Kara wasn't super excited about my idea anyway, and we were having trouble finding time to reschedule this adventure before the end of the year, so we decided since it's the season of giving, we would give this adventure away to someone else who thought it sounded more fun than Kara. So we're gonna make it super simple. All you have to do is jump over to our Instagram. We'll leave a link in the description below. Comment on the photo that we posted from the Treehouse, and we'll randomly choose a winner and announce it on December 25th. Just before you enter, make sure you can make it to Chattanooga sometime before 2023. Merry Christmas. I'm a sweatshirt.